Life changes very quickly, in a very positive way if you let it. To become a lifelong reader, one has to do a lot of varied and interesting reading. Flow with whatever may happen and let your mind be free. What keeps life fascinating is the constant creativity of the soul. Many things that don't really mean so much of anything are wonderful. There are two ways to live. You can live as if nothing is a miracle. You can live as if everything is a miracle. I don't think you should wait. I think you should speak now. We humans are more concerned with having than with being. It takes writing 1 billion bad words before you get to the good ones. Life isn't worth living unless it is lived for someone else. There is no progress or accomplishment without sacrifice. It's what's in yourself that makes you happy or unhappy. A common man marvels at uncommon things. A wise man marvels at the commonplace. Filter out the irrelevant noise. Focus on the objective. The king is only fond of words and cannot translate them into deeds. Agitate him and ascertain the pattern of his movement. Reason is and ought only to be the slave of the passions. Life did not intend to make us perfect. Whoever is perfect belongs in a museum. Many things are not as they seem. The worst things in life never are. If your life is worth thinking about, it is worth writing about. Changing is what people do when they have no options left. What you do is what matters, not what you think or say or plan. The only time you fail is when you fall down and stay down. Everything is hard before it is easy. A rose does not answer its enemies with words, but with beauty. Most of what I say is complete truth. My edit button is broken. Some men never die, and some men never live, but we're all alive tonight. To attain knowledge, add things every day. To attain wisdom, remove things every day. Don't fear big. Fear mediocrity. Fear waste. Fear the lack of living to your fullest. Feet, what do I need them for if I have wings to fly? The truth is, like salt, men want to taste a little, but too much makes everyone sick. There are two ways of spreading light: to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. Great wisdom is generous. Petty wisdom is contentious. Great speech is impassioned. Small speech cantankerous. Great understanding is broad and unhurried. Little understanding is cramped and busy. The storm is what they threw at me. The hurricane is what I became. If you can dream it, you have the innate ability to make it a reality in your life. If at first you don't succeed, remove all evidence you ever tried. Kendati batasantara kebebasan, dan ketidak pedulian terkadang saru. I care for no man on earth, and no man on earth cares for me. Never feel guilty or ashamed for the mistakes of others. Deal with your past so that it won't affect your future. Forget what hurts you, but never forget what it taught you. One need not destroy one's enemy. One need only destroy his willingness to engage. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. The way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. Sometimes your only available transportation is a leap of faith. I've never seen anything as bright as the rays of kindness. The most wasted of all days is one without laughter. Leaders are limited by their vision rather than by their abilities. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of true art and true science. Do not presume that richness or poorness will bring you happiness. I could die for you, but I couldn't and wouldn't live for you. Make your lives a masterpiece. You only get one canvas. Dream big, stay positive, work hard, and enjoy the journey. Your strongest muscle and worst enemy is your mind. Train it well. In the desire to control others, we lose control over ourselves. If I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. When envoys are sent with compliments in their mouths, it is a sign that the enemy wishes for a truce. The control of large numbers is possible, and like unto that of small numbers, if we subdivide them. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. The snow goose need not bathe to make itself white. Neither need you do anything but be yourself. Be brave to stand for what you believe in, even if you stand alone. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. Convince your enemy that he will gain very little by attacking you. This would diminish his enthusiasm. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Everything is relative in this world, where change alone endures. I am the shore and the ocean, awaiting myself on both sides. Do no harm, and leave the world a better place than you found it. If you believe you can, you might. If you know you can, you will. Never get bitter. Life is a medley of good and bad ingredients. We should forgive our enemies, but not before they are hanged. You must let suffering speak if you want to hear the truth. If you can't enjoy what you have, you can't enjoy more of it. A path doesn't appear on its own. We've to make it, and we can make it. Vote for the man who promises least. He'll be the least disappointing. Beware of the small things. A small leak can sink a great ship. Sometimes, not getting what you want is a brilliant stroke of luck. Creativity is intelligence having fun. What the superior man seeks is in himself. What the small man seeks is in others. Don't be afraid of enemies who attack you. Be afraid of the friends who flatter you. You need mountains. Long staircases don't make good hikers. Always stand up for truth, regardless of who steps on it. Faster, faster, until the thrill of speed overcomes the fear of death. Whatever you believe with feeling becomes your reality. Things don't happen for no reason. They happen to teach you something. Those who realize their folly are not true fools. Life is a bittersweet journey, my friend, a bittersweet journey. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. When I stopped to take a breath, I noticed I had wings. Show me that I am everywhere, and get me home for tea. In order to form an immaculate member of a flock of sheep, one must, above all, be a sheep. So many people love you. Don't focus on the people who don't. Great men are like eagles and build their nest on some lofty solitude. You must accept the truth from whatever source it comes. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. Just let it be. If it's meant to be, it will happen. He was a lonely ghost, uttering a truth that nobody would ever hear. I was never aware of any other option but to question everything